Hi, I'm creating my first screencast video to introduce you to a resource that I recently learned about, which is Scratch. You can see the website is scratch.mit.edu, and as you can see on their About page here, it's a free website, which is great for students and teachers, where you can make your own interactive stories, games, and animations through a visual programming language. So to see what I mean by that, we are going to go in to see what you would see if you were creating your first Scratch project. So when you first get into the creation screen, it is going to show you a sprite, which is a cat, and sprite is just their term for an individual figure. Then you're going to see all of these blocks over here in different categories that can make your sprite do something. So we're going to start with the green flag because that is like our go button. And perhaps after that, we want him to move 10 steps, and then maybe we want him to say hello for 2 seconds. So when I hit the green flag over here, we can see that he moved over a little bit and had the speech bubble up. And if I wanted to change how much he moved, I can change the number there. I can change what he says and how long the speech bubble stays up. Now, the really nice thing about this is that Scratch has a very comprehensive list of step-by-step guides. So I have no programming experience. I had never done anything like this, and I was essentially able to teach myself this without too much trouble. So we're going to go ahead and look at my finished project, which is a Romeo and Juliet one, so you can see what is an example of what is possible. So the neat thing is that not only can you see my finished project, but you can actually look inside and see my code. So if I were to click on one of my sprites, my prince, who is Romeo, you'll see that these are all of the actions that he does. And when I click the green flag, the go button, you can see that his actions as he's doing them have a glow around them. So when he's speaking now, this section is glowing. So if you were to watch mine and you were curious about how the dialogue worked, you could look inside my code to see what was being done. Now, I know you might be thinking to yourself, this seems like it would take a lot of class time if I were to let students use this in class, so I'm not sure that I would have time for it in my curriculum. I completely understand that. I'm not sure that I would teach this in a high school English class, but I just want us to go back to the main screen and look at some of the different projects, just the variety of projects. Because even if you can't use it in your class, I think it's a nice resource to tell students about, especially if they're working on a visual or creative project outside of class. Last year I had one of my students create a Hamlet interactive story as his final project. It looks like people have done a bunch of different games. You could have them create a little story based on a theme. And the nice thing is that these backgrounds and these sprites are offered by the website, but you can also draw your own. It looks like maybe that person drew their own figure as well. So even if it's not something that can be integrated into your curriculum, it might be a nice resource to share with your students. Again, the website is scratch.mit.edu. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.